How's everybody doing today? Um, Today I had to sing for Lonnie's funeral, one of the young rappers here in Lexington. What a tragic sight it was to see a young man go so early with so much potential to start doing better. Uh, People about killing people, about taking people's lives. Young man had a family, he had children. We have to, the Bible says, um, uh, be angry, but sin not. And so whenever somebody big sin, although sometimes you won't do, sometimes you like to, sometimes stuff just bothers you to where you just want to jump somebody's bones. But if I can tell someone on today that it's just not worth it. Young man had so much potential in his life, and he had a lot of family that came out to support. So I sung what I could. Um, you know, COVID COVID is real. So make sure you all wear your mask. I'm not going to stay on here long. Uh, Want to encourage someone on today that when you're going through ragged, in the um, sorry, my life keeps freezing up on me. Once you're in the storm, one thing I've learned how to handle the storm is be still and let God work. I want someone to know that although you're in the storm or you're going into a storm, let God work it out. Don't say a word, don't say nothing, don't mumble a word. Shake your head and say, Lord, whatever you're doing in this season, whatever you want me to do, Lord, I'll do it. I'm cooking. And so I want someone to know today as I put my seatbelt on and my life keeps messing up because folk want you want you to laugh to it. They can say, well, he acted a plum fool in his storm. And I tell the Lord that I'm not going to act a plum fool. Um, Want someone to know today that you're going to come out of a storm. Storms have a beginning as well as they have an ending. So I want someone to know that whatever storm you're going through, whatever storm you're facing, a lot of times we don't understand why God puts us. Sometimes it's just not God. Sometimes life just hands you a bad. It happens. My life keeps freezing up. Sometimes life just happens. People get tired of this and they get tired of that and they change their mind. They're like you one day, hate you next, talk about you this day, talk about you that. Listen, you've got to be determined to run the race all the way. And I told the Lord, hell and high water, I'ma serve you. Take what you want, take what you may. Um, God is still good, and He's still a keeper. And God, let me tell you something. God will keep you, even when your enemies don't want you to be kept. God will keep you. I'm a living witness. Although my storm that I'm going through, I'm not out of the y'all not talking. I'm not out of the storm, but right now I'm sitting in the storm. And so everybody's looking at me to see what Is he going to go off? Is he going to do this? I know that they doing this and they saying this and they're doing that and they're picking and poking, but I've got to be determined to keep my mouth shut and state the course. Let me tell you something. Whenever you got kids involved, it gets a little rough. It gets a little rugged. But I'll serve the Lord no matter what happens. I want someone to know that keep your mouth shut. And I'm what the hell is going on? Keep your mouth shut. When things around your life and in your life are going awry, they're going crazy, they're going ridiculous, they're going haywire. Keep your mouth shut because the enemy, black, blue, red, and orange, they want to see how you react. And I tell you this, the way you act is going to be the result of the ending of your storm. So I want someone to know, what in the world did I eat? Don't give up in well-doing. You will reap if you faint not. Y'all not talking to me. I wish I had some Bible scholars up in here. Listen, I want someone to know that although you, me, we're in a storm, we have to just hold ourselves and tell ourselves, don't you say that, don't you do that, don't you go this person talking to me. I'm learning to keep my mouth shut. That's hard for 2.0. Trials and tribulations may come, but you have to know that you serve a God who is bigger and you serve a God that is greater. And so that's why I can clap my hands, I can stomp my feet, I can still be happy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. A lot of people in life are not happy. So they try to fill the void with everything. They try to fill it with sex. They try to fill it with drugs, prostitution. They try to fill it with all kind of stuff. But I choose to fill it with God. Right in the middle. Listen, don't know how. Listen, you made a way. I don't know how, don't know when, but you made a way. And he's going to keep on making a way. I don't know how this thing is going to turn around for my kids, but I'm telling you that in my situation, in my time, that I know that in my storm, God is going to turn it around. Oh yeah, it looks pretty bad, but I'm glad that I have friends that care about me, and I wish I had somebody. I wish I had a walk with me. Listen, y'all just don't understand that sometimes folk will leave your life when you least expect it. Some folk will enter your life when you least expect it. So I want someone to know, don't be surprised in your season because stuff will come in your season and stuff will go. But you have to learn how to take your hand off of it. And sometimes you got to know how to put your hand off. Listen, keep your hand to the plow. For God is not finished shaking, making, and molding and twisting and turning some stuff around. And I thank God for some shifters, some makers, and some movers. God bless you. God keep you. I'll talk to you all later. Listen, I told myself I wasn't going to stay on here long because my internet, I'm driving, of course, is acting up. But Beauty and Beast Journey, how are you all doing? Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate it. Listen, I wasn't going to stay on here long, Beauty. My friends, Beauty and the Beast Journey, come on here. Tell us all this time, something as can be. But listen, I'm not going to bore you long. I just wanted to be on here. I want to tell someone that no matter what you're going through, God will see you through your storm. Divorce can be real crazy, but I'm telling you, I thank God for good friends, as I was saying. Beauty and Beast Journey, I was somebody else besides me had a walk with me. Listen, I thank God for good people who understand what love is. Not everybody that's connected to you. Oh, stop it, Bishop. Ooh, can I say that? I can say it. Listen, not everybody that's connected to you is your friend. Oh, I feel like shouting. Come on here, Bishop. Everybody that is connected to you is not your friend. And I thank God, it got my seek out my in my hose. I thank God that He's shifting some stuff because everybody that was my friend ain't my friend. Everybody that said they loved you and pounded you and kissed you and held you ain't your friend. And I thank God for some Beauty and the Beast Journey who walk with me and they talk with me and they tell me you are not alone. I wish I had somebody. Listen, I'm doing my thing. I've got to stay in my lane. But listen, I can't stay in my lane if I'm worried about what you're doing. I can't stay in my lane if I'm worried about who you sleeping. I can't worry about. I can't stay in my lane if I'm trying to take your money. I can't stay in my lane if I'm trying to creep and crap. I got to stay in my own lane. A songwriter. My songwriter said, "My name is. I'm doing my thing, doing my thing, doing my thing," and I'm so glad that that song came up because people, African Americans, how you doing, blessed mother? Listen, people have to realize that you have to stay in your lane. I can't drive my car if I'm not staying in my lane. Y'all not talking to me. If I'm looking toward the mark of the high calling, which is in Christ, I've got to look forward. There's sometimes about my marriage, I wish I could look back, but God says, hold on, I'm shifting some stuff, and while I'm shifting stuff, you have to come with me. Y'all not talking. Every now and then you want to go back to the past, but I've come to find out, ooh, there's nothing in the back. Oh, what do you keep back here, Bishop? I keep a speaker and all my dirty trash. Guess what? Now that I'm going through this storm in my life, guess what? I'm putting all of this trash behind me. Y'all not talk. Listen. Folk will fail you. Men will fail. Listen, mother, I'm telling you, I've got to stay in my lane. Listen, I understand I'm about to be a single man again. I understand that. I get that. I want my kids to be well taken care of. But and they will be. Come on here. Come on here. I will cross the ocean for my two kids. But what I can't do is look back. Oh, I've got to look press toward the mark of the high calling, which is in tip. Y'all not talking. Listen, somebody better walk with me. I wish somebody would listen. When God is giving you a blessing, why would you go back to messing? Oh, I'm not going back to messing. I used to mess on myself all the time. I just be shitting on myself. But God, y'all not talking to me. Listen, I'm so glad that I've got friends that will walk with me and that will talk with me and tell me, bro, Mike, you're not on your own. Listen, I've been through some things, but I'm glad that I've got some walk with me's. Ooh, y'all not talking to me. So I want someone to know today that although your situation looks crazy, although it seems like your guts is pouring out of your ass, I want you to know that you're gonna be all right. Uh, because I've got some good friends that stick behind me. I really mean it. I truly do. I thank God for the friends that say, Mike, you on point. Mike, listen, I had a conversation with somebody last night and told me, hey, Mike, you off, you off. You ain't talking right. And every now and then you got to have somebody to tell you, Mike, you got to get your mind together. You got to listen, you got to focus. This is what you have to do. Every now and then people have to give you a pep talk when you least expect it. But I thank God for good people who give me their pep talk and say, you going to make it. I worry about my kids all the time, but I've got to realize that God, if you don't do it, it won't get done. I'm still gonna be the best father I can be, hell and high water. I don't care who comes, what goes, and how it goes. I'm gonna do my part as being a good father through this situation. But I'm so glad that I'm not walking by myself. That's another message by itself. Listen, every now and then, I want Jesus to walk with me. Listen, if we're going to talk about to walk with me, let's talk about it. I just get excited when you're talking about Jesus walking. Listen, he's not the only one walking with me. Oh, come on here. I'm so glad that Jesus is not the only one. How you doing? That is walking with me and talking with me and telling me that I'm their own. Come on, and the joy they share, that we tarry there. None, y'all not talk. Listen, I'm so glad that Beauty and the Beast, they tell me, they say, brother, you off. Brother, you ain't doing, that ain't the way to do it. This is how you do it. And I thank God for some Bobby Jeans who tell me to stay in my lane when I get out of my lane, when I get off course. I thank God for my bishop, Leo and Wonston, who they call me and they check on me. Although when you're going through a storm, you think you're by yourself. Listen, every now and then you're walking and you look behind you and all you see is your footprint. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Y'all not talking to me. Listen, every now and then you look behind you and you say, wait, is that my footprint? But you have to realize it's your footprint. But when you're walking and talking with Jesus, he'll lead your feet every which way. Let me tell you something. God will lead your feet in the path that has to be set and has to be lit. So I thank God for keeping my mind. I thank God for keeping walk with me. Because if it wasn't for walk with me, helping me through this thing, I want Jesus. I don't know who y'all think I'm talking about. I don't know who y'all think I'm talking about. I don't know who y'all think I'm talking about. But I'm telling the Lord, walk with me, Lord. Oh, Lord, walk with me. I'm talking about walk with me, Jesus. Y'all not talking. Y'all thought I was talking about somebody else. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing. Listen, I'm going back to Texas. I ain't gonna worry about. Listen, I'm gonna get off here. I've got to go play some music for a family. I'm just excited, you all, because I see stuff changing and it's turning. Listen, the songwriter said it won't always be like this. God is perfecting that perfect gift. Sooner or later, in my favor, it's going to turn around for me. And I want someone to know that it's going to turn around. I'll be straight honest with you. I didn't think that I would be able to see my kids for a while, for about a long time. But I thank God that his favor prevailed. And I'll get to see my kids sooner or later, sooner than I think. But there's always a process. And I want to walk with me. Listen, God bless you all. God keep you. I want someone to know Beauty. I thank you all for coming in. Mother Light, hold on. Bless Mother. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate everybody staying in their lane. I appreciate doing my thing. I'm 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 thankful that every Wonston is in the building. I thank God. Yes, listen, I thank God for everyone that is coming. And y'all know I can't see. Bless your heart, doctor. Doctor, that's right. Bless your heart. Listen, I thank you all for praying for me when I couldn't pray for myself. Oh, y'all not talking to me. I thank you all for praying for me. I will get through this. Listen, some people don't like to be parent. They don't like to be transparent. When you're going through something, talk about it. I've learned in my 39 years of living, I've got to talk about it. Listen, I don't want you in my business. Divorces, listen, Divorce comes and divorce goes. But one thing you can't do is you can't look to the back, because no man can look forward. No man can go. I'm sorry, no man can go forward and look back. Y'all not talking. That's why I have a rear view mirror, because every now and then in my rear view mirror, I got a peep. I got duck and dodge at my rear view mirror. You know, my winch is bigger than my rear view, because my purpose and my drive and my goal and my future is bigger than my past. Y'all not talking to me. That's why every now and then you got to look back and you got to tell the Lord, thank you. Look, I'm driving, y'all. Oh, thank you. You got to tell the Lord, I'm driving. Thank you. Every now, but you got to keep looking through the big windshield. And I thank God that He's given me a big, watch out, Bishop. He's given me a big windshield to look through. So I thank you all so much. I love you all. I love you all. Listen, situations they go a whole lot smoother when you have people to help you through them, and just encouraging folks. Crying at night. The weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh. Is my car still on? Joy. My car's quiet. It's still on there. Hold on. Oh, my car's still on. Wow. But joy cometh. As something about the GMC. They're quiet. Listen. But joy cometh in the morning. You cry and you cry and you cry. Donnie McClurkin says, after you've done all you can do, Donnie McClurkin called me, and you know what he said? He said, Mike, you just have to stand. You'll see your kids after a while. You just have to stand. Don't worry about who's talking. Don't worry about what they think they know, because they don't know. Come on here. But you got to stand. He said, once you stand, he said, after you done, he said, you prayed and you cried. Oh, Lord. I'll take my seatbelt off. I'm getting hot now. You prayed and you cried, and you prayed and you cried, and you prayed and you cried, and you prayed. Listen, I can't cry no more. I thank God for a walk with me. Listen, I can't cry no more, because better days are coming. Leandra Johnson said, better days. I'm so glad that you said better. But hold on. If you stay in you got to do your thing and stay in your lane. Oh, I feel like preaching. Do your thing and stay in your lane. God bless you. God keep you. I'm going to get off here. I need someone on tonight to walk with me. No, never mind. I don't need nobody walking with me. But Jesus, praise the Lord. Maybe another person, praise the Lord. But God bless you, God keep you, and I'll talk to y'all later. May heaven shine His face upon you. Listen, if you got any enemies that hate you, or if you got people that don't like you, tell them. What do you tell your enemies? Tell them. What can you tell your enemies? What can you tell your enemies? Tell your enemies, try Jesus, but don't try me, because I lay hands and God delivers. God bless, God keep. Now